stream anytime, anywhere with the free PBS app.
Today, it's almost hard to believe, but there was a time when getting on a plane was a joyful experience. And few airports captured the magic of early jet travel like this one.
In the 1960s, air travel was still a very special thing. Suddenly people could fly nonstop across the ocean, all these glamorous spots, and Eero Saarinen, the architect, successfully captures that sense of excitement and anticipation.
Dulles has all the sculptural stylishness Eero Saarinen was known for. In an era often remembered for its understated glass boxes, Saarinen offered a more expressive brand of modernism.
He understood the kind of spectacle that architecture could be and the theatricality that was suppressed in the more rational avant-garde modern architecture.
Saarinen was finishing his design for a new TWA terminal in New York when he got the call to design Dulles outside Washington, D.C. But this wasn't just any airport. Dulles would be the first airport in the world built expressly for jets.
Saarinen said this is a different kind of transit. We are transporting ourselves in a new machine and a new era, and we have to represent that.
Saarinen decided to take a highly scientific approach. He started by sending teams of researchers out to American airports armed with stopwatches.
How fast do people move from point A to point B? What are their patterns of transit within a building? Why are they going from A to B?
Saarinen found that people had to do a lot of walking to get to their planes. That's because these airports had originally been designed to serve smaller propeller-driven planes. And now they were adapting to the oversized needs of jets by cobbling together an endless expanse of terminal fingers, lounges, and new telescoping gangplanks.
Saarinen was really eager to try to avoid those fingers, those tentacles coming out of airport terminals that were already starting to create such a mess.
So at Dulles, Saarinen designed a single, narrow terminal where passengers only had to walk 150 feet. Then, a contraption called a mobile lounge would whisk them away to their plane.
So 150 feet, and then you were ready to relax and get ready to travel.
A half-century later, some of the mobile lounges are still in use.
These were designed to work like actual lounges. You could relax in here with a cigarette and a drink while the lounge took you to your plane.
Saarinen wanted this to look like a 20th century gateway to the nation's capital. So he combined the curviness of the jet age with the classicism of Washington, D.C.
I think it's easy to see this front part of the building as an abstraction of a classical temple.
With the column.
With the columns, the colonnade, sort of in keeping with the official architecture of Washington, D.C.
The columns hold up the swooping concrete roof in a way the ancient Greeks never could have imagined. Instead of resting on top of them, the roof hangs from them like a giant hammock. The solid concrete appears to float above the undulating glass walls.
It doesn't look like anything you've ever seen before. You don't know what makes it stand up. It's a big concrete building that looks as light as a handkerchief in the wind. It looks like it's gonna just blow away at any minute. It won't hurt you when that happens. It'll just kind of float off and land in some other airport somewhere else.
Eero Saarinen never got to see the completed airport. He died suddenly from a brain tumor when Dulles was still under construction. But the weightless form he created here left a permanent mark on the world's architecture. Some airport architects seem to have overtly copied Dulles' swooping shapes. Others have simply been inspired by Saarinen's broader vision for what an airport should be, a well-ordered and welcoming gateway to a city.
Especially nowadays when travel can be so stressful, to have a sense that everything's going to work, that you're going to know where you're supposed to go, that it'll be a pleasant experience to move through the building. All of those things are very much the architect's job.